Hello, it's time for the Michael Walker Live. Hello and welcome back to my radio show. Today is the of the 12th of the 11th, 2022. Yes. Yesterday is Remembrance Day, and today is kind of Remembrance Day because the war finished on the 11th of the 11th of the 11th. That's why it's every year we have to remember all our soldiers and all our men and people. So we can do some Remembrance Day themes and how it all ended from the war, from the First World War and the Second World War. Honestly, I don't know a lot about it, but yeah. So we might do the 2-minute silent as well. Make sure you subscribe to the Michael Walker Live channel. Make sure you subscribe and put a thumbs up on the video and leave a comment down below as well. That'd be nice as well. I'm going to now go on my other channel. I'll explain it in a minute. So let's have some what actually happened on the war, and yeah, here you go.
The Poppy Story. The First World War, or the Great War, started in 1914. The British Empire and their allies, France, Russia, Italy, and America, fought a war against Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire. Millions of men joined the British Armed Forces and went to fight in the war. The conditions were terrible, and millions were killed or injured. Those that did return home would never be the same again. One of the largest battles of the war took place around the town of Ypres in the Flanders region of Belgium. While serving in Flanders, a young Canadian soldier called John McCrae noticed how bright red poppies grew wild amid the war-torn landscape. Despite the devastation that surrounded him, he was inspired by the poppies that grew there to write the poem In Flanders Fields. His poem became very popular, and the bright red poppy would soon be adopted as a symbol to remember all those who had fought in the war. The First World War ended at 11 o'clock in the morning on the 11th of November, 1918. This was the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. The war had lasted over 4 years. The 11th of November every year is called Remembrance Day or Armistice Day. After the war ended, people started making paper poppies to sell. They sold poppies to raise money to help the millions of sailors, soldiers, and airmen who were coming home from the war. These people are called ex-servicemen and women, or veterans. On Remembrance Day, people wear a poppy. And at 11 o'clock in the morning, the same time the war officially ended in 1918, there was a 2-minute silence. This is for people to remember all the veterans who have served their country in a war, not just the First World War. Remembrance Day happens every year around the world. The poppy isn't the same everywhere. Some countries use different designs for their poppy. In England, Wales and Northern Ireland, the poppy has 2 petals and a leaf. But in Scotland, the poppy has 4 petals and no leaf. All the poppies sold in Scotland are made in the Lady Haig's Poppy Factory in Edinburgh. The factory was founded in 1926 by Lady Haig, the wife of Field Marshal Douglas Haig, who was the commander of the British Army in France during the First World War. When the factory first opened, all the poppies were handmade by just 2 ex-servicemen with some red paper and a pair of scissors. Today there are over 40 ex-servicemen with disabilities who work in the factory. These men make 5 million poppies every year for the Scottish Poppy Appeal. They also make more than 10,000 wreaths and tens of thousands of wooden remembrance symbols. These include Christian crosses, Muslim crescents, Sikh khandas, the Jewish Star of David, and a symbol for humanists. All the poppies are still made by hand, although a machine now cuts out the poppy shape. The ex-servicemen make 2 types of poppy, a poppy with a green plastic stem and a stick-on poppy. When all the poppies have been made, they're packaged up with collecting tins for the money, then sent to our volunteers all over Scotland. Every village, town and city in Scotland has volunteers who donate their time for free to sell poppies in their local area. Poppies are sold in lots of places. You can find them in shops, supermarkets, offices, schools, factories, churches and hospitals. Volunteers collect the money made from selling poppies. They also hold fundraising events like jumble sales, cake sales and races to raise even more money. Thanks to their hard work, our volunteers raise millions of pounds from the people of Scotland every year. All the money that's made helps ex-servicemen and women in need after serving in the Navy, Army or Air Force. We also help their families, their wives, husbands, partners and children. We help with house repairs, wheelchairs and specially adapted vehicles to help them live in their own homes for longer. We also give money so they can retrain, start their own businesses, or grow an existing business. And we give advice, information and support to deal with any problems that may be encountered along the way, helping them rebuild their lives. All this from a tiny poppy.
So that's the story about the poppies of the soldiers and the army who fought in the First World War and the Second World War. Now we're going to listen to this sound, what the trumpet is for the 2-minute silence. So I hope everyone on this so we're gonna do the 2-minute silent for no. I'm just gonna show you the sound and yeah. Here you go. So that was the sounds of that's a sound for the remembrance of the people who we have, all the people who around this world have lost their loved ones and husbands, wives, and God knows what. So I hope you all enjoyed my radio show today. And yeah, that was Remembrance Day. So I told you I'll do it. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that little radio show. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you did. That'll be lovely. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you all. Hopefully we'll see you all next time. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed all the radio. I hope you enjoyed this radio show today, and see you all next time. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. So bye bye for now, and see you next time. Goodbye.
Feel that? That'll be Duracell Optimum, our most powerful alkaline battery ever. It gives gadgets like you extra power. You'll finish jobs like this in no time. Duracell Optimum, our next generation of power.
So I hope you all enjoyed this next time. See you next time. See you next week. Bye bye. See you guys. See you next week.